Hey, mates! How's it going? Welcome to another video on F1 Zone Plus. Today, we'll bring you all the details about what went down in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It was quite eventful with some interesting battles for positions across the grid. So, quickly, before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for all the updates on the 2024 Formula 1 season, delivered directly and without any fuss. Let's get into the video. Right off the start, we saw Max Verstappen making a good move and holding on to the lead. Leclerc managed to fend off Sergio Perez's attacks, maintaining the second position in the early laps. Meanwhile, at the back, shortly after the start, Pierre Gasly complained about gearbox issues in his Alpine. Soon after, he was advised to retire from the race, another tough break for Alpine, facing technical problems once again. Turning to the debut of Oliver Bearman, he had a solid start, battling to secure a position in the point zone, engaging in a fierce duel with Yuki Tsunoda. Ferrari put him on the track with soft tyres from the start, aiming to give him a chance to fight for positions in the early stages. Amidst all these battles, a question arose about Lando Norris's start, as some drivers reported a potential jump start, as seen in some images. The race stewards took their time in making a decision. Meanwhile, Sergio Perez overtook Leclerc and claimed the second position. Shortly afterward, still in the early stages of the race, Lance Stroll made a mistake again, hitting the barrier and damaging the suspension, ending his race and causing the first safety car deployment. With the yellow flag out, almost everyone headed to the pits for tyre changes, causing congestion and several hazardous situations. Even though it was still early in the race, many drivers gambled on making it to the end with just this pit stop, opting for hard tyres and saving them for the rest of the race. A few drivers chose a different strategy, with Lando Norris and Lewis Hamilton among them. Norris, in fact, took the lead of the race and likely did not pit, waiting for the race steward's decision on his alleged jump start penalty. Shortly after the restart, Oliver Bearman went after Tsunoda and executed a beautiful overtake, consistently staying in the point zone throughout the race, making a strong debut. Up front, after a few laps, Norris, of course, relinquished the lead to Verstappen and was informed that he wouldn't receive any penalty for the alleged jump start, allowing him to continue his pit stop strategy as planned. Speaking of penalties, on lap 16, Sergio Perez was notified of a penalty for an unsafe release during his pit stop, receiving a 5-second penalty to be served at the end of the race. In the same lap, Kevin Magnussen was also penalized, receiving a 10-second penalty for squeezing Alex Albon in a position battle. Shortly after, Magnussen received another penalty for gaining an advantage off the track in another position battle, adding 10 more seconds to his tally. Meanwhile, Bearman battled Hülkenberg for position, securing the overtake on lap 21 and moving up to 9th place. Another intriguing battle was Piastri's attempt to pass Lewis Hamilton, lasting several laps, with Piastri eventually claiming the position just past the halfway point of the race. Hamilton and Norris made their pit stops, opting for soft tyres, which are faster but resulted in them dropping several positions on the grid, forcing them to mount a recovery. With Hamilton tangled up with Norris for many laps, Bearman was already in 7th place, hoping on the radio that Hamilton wouldn't be able to clear Norris, securing his excellent position until the end of the race. From then on, Max Verstappen smoothly steered his Red Bull to victory, with Sergio Perez establishing a comfortable lead over third-placed Leclerc, maintaining second place despite serving his penalty. In third came Charles Leclerc, with Piastri in fourth and Alonso in a solid fifth, followed by George Russell in 6th and Bearman in 7th, truly an impressive debut for the young Ferrari driver. Hamilton, despite being stuck behind Norris, finished in 9th place, while Hülkenberg secured a good position, earning points with his Haas in 10th place. Towards the bottom of the grid, Daniel Ricciardo only managed a 16th place finish, a disappointing race for the Australian. The two stake F1 cars closed out the grid once again, marking a challenging race for Bottas and Zhou's team. Well, that's it for now, but stay tuned as we'll soon have more updates on the Formula 1 season, which is heating up in the early part of the year. Share your thoughts in the comments on what stood out for you in this race. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time.